Well, welcome on back, everyone. You heard that music. It's time for KETK Gives Back. KETK's Perry Eliadarani is joining us live from Tyler this morning. Perry, who are we honoring today?
Good morning, Sarah, and I am so excited for this one. Let me tell you, we are honoring the Tyler Fire Department this morning for KETK Gives Back, but not just the Tyler Fire Department. We're actually getting a special look at their training facility, and let's go ahead and get right into it because we've got the Chief of Tyler Fire here. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great.
Thank you so much. So I understand. Let's get an outlook here. Tyler Fire dealing with lots of calls very regularly, 14,000 a year on average, you were telling me earlier. Tell me about what it is that your men and women do each and every day.
We're an all-hazard fire department, so about 80% of our calls are emergency management and 20% of fire and other rescues.
So a lot of work, obviously very important to be trained when those calls do come in. Tell me a little bit about the facility that we're looking at here today.
We're here at our fire training facility. This is our academy. We train both incumbents and new trainees at this location.
And I understand that's a new deal, right? You haven't always been able to train folks internally here in Tyler.
Absolutely. It's our first academy in 33 years, actually hands-on academy. We now hire uncertified people, so we have an open testing system where anyone 18 years or older can test with the Tyler Fire Department.
And that's a big deal, right? Because that means that there's a greater number of folks who could be a firefighter if they wanted to.
Absolutely. Gives us a bigger pool of candidates.
All right, well, wonderful. Well, I am so excited, Chief, for what you have prepared for us today. Again, we're at the Tyler Training Facility, so it would be really weird if we weren't talking to the guy in charge here. Tell me a little bit, sir, about what it is that your men and women do to get ready in the field.
Well, Chief Coble gave me the task of preparing for our fire academy in-house, and so with that we had to do a lot of research and get things together. The state requires that our members receive around 470 contact hours out in the field. We require 490 here. A lot of what they do, they work together with our operations people they're going to work with out in the field, and so it's real important for us to bring them up the Tyler way, and this gives us an opportunity to do that. As it is right now, we're preparing for skills, and we're going to demonstrate a rescue drill whenever you're ready.
All right, well, I won't stand in the way, sir. I'm going to go ahead and let you give the cue.
Okay. Fair part command to all responding units. We got a note of trapped person in the first floor, and we need you to execute a right-hand search. Team 1, go. So right now what they're going to be doing in an atmosphere where vision is obscured, they have to use landmarks. So in a lot of drills and things of this nature, what they'll do is they'll execute what's called a right-hand search. They stay in contact with the wall, or one of the members do, and when they do, the other member will be just off of that member so that they can go through a room and meticulously search for victims that may be known. There might be some victims that are unknown. And so what they're doing is they'll go through, they communicate with each other, they try to announce themselves so anybody that's in there can answer them, because with voice recognition it gives them an opportunity to be able to find them. And so when they find them, then they'll radio out that they have made contact with the victim and be prepared to receive the victim out. Either us or EMS will be prepared to receive them. And so in this situation right here,
Duty calls. No, looks like they found a second victim. Is that right, sir?
That's correct. And so what they do is they turn around and they'll radio out that while they're rescuing the primary victim, they'll have a second team go in and start conducting a search.
Wow. So a lot going in.
Rescue Team 2, execute a search. There's been a call for a second victim.
All right, so what are they doing now?
So right now what they're doing is they have heard the command, the order to make entry. They're acknowledging it, and they're going to go in and execute a right-hand search. They try to take any information that the first team had, location, like there may be one on top of the other, or they may have run across the first one and they need to finish the primary search. The vernacular that we have in here is a primary and secondary search, and we usually don't have the same crews execute on that, so if there's a place that wasn't found, that another person, the other crew, might be able to go through that process.
So a lot going into this work, and we can see the folks here working hard to make sure that, I think we're seeing a rescue right now. Yes, here we go. All right, victim number 1 or 2 here. And this is something that you guys are doing every week.
First victim's out.
And this is a really good opportunity to show up what you guys are doing each and every day for our citizens. We're going to go ahead and show you this drill as we close out here. But folks, this is what these Tyler Fire Department and other communities around are always doing constantly. And now Tyler Fire gets to do this all internally. Such an exciting time to be a resident here, knowing that you guys are protecting us. And now I want to thank you guys as well as Peter Chevrolet, giving us the chance to show each and every one of you at home what it is that you guys do each and every week. We thank on Thursday first responders all across East Texas for the great work that they are doing. And look, we've got another victim in training right now. Peter Chevrolet really stepping it up this year. They're offering sandwiches to all these folks once they get their gear off and cool off. We'll be able to offer them sandwiches and also a check to fire departments all across East Texas as well as other first responders. So guys, thank you so much for now. I'm going to go ahead and close it out. This has been another edition of KTK Gives Back. Back to you, Sarah.